Thanks for welcoming us here today. Before we begin, I would like to welcome our dignitaries in attendance: Mayor Pro Tem Lorene West, Councilmember Patsy Ayala, Councilwoman Marsha McLean, and City Manager Ken Striplin, Assemblywoman Pilar Schiavo, William S. Hart District Governing Board President Sharice Moore, representing Congressman George Whitesides, Shannon Hurst, representing State Senator Suzette Valladares, Chris Huff, and representing Los Angeles County 5th District Supervisor Catherine Barger. Is she here? Isabel Urelian. I would like to welcome the family of Lewis who are here with us today. Give them a hand. From the Parks, Recreation, and Community Service Commission, Vice Chair Di Thompson. Commissioner Peggy Stabile. From the Arts Commission, Vice Chair Susan Shapiro. President Arlen Smith Thomas of the NAACP Santa Clarita and fellow members. We'd like to thank Steve Martin from Graystar Development, who allowed us to dedicate this street in their beautiful new Sand Canyon Plaza. Today we celebrate the lasting legacy of Mr. Brathwaite, a man whose service and dedication to our community helped shape Santa Clarita into what it is today. It is only fitting that we are gathered here on what would have been Lewis's 92nd birthday. And we are so grateful to his family and all of you for being here to celebrate his life and legacy. Lewis dedicated his time to the service of others, with a focus on the success of both youth and seniors in our community. He played an essential role in bringing vital programs and resources to the Santa Clarita Valley Boys and Girls Club and the SCV Committee on Aging. Lewis was also instrumental in the incorporation of our city. He worked with the county officials to attend crucial meetings and successfully secured $3 million to lay the foundation of the city we know today. Lewis served on the Santa Clarita Planning Commission and was the first black leader elected to local office, serving on the William S. Hart Union High School District Governing Board. And I might add that to be on the Planning Commission is a big deal. It's a very big deal. To be on the first Planning Commission when we weren't even sure what we were planning, that's a huge deal. So I just add that. No. His leadership, grace, wisdom, and integrity inspired those around him, and his contributions have left a lasting impact on our community. We are proud to honor Lewis's memory here today with the street dedication. His legacy will continue to inspire future generations to serve and lead with dedication and integrity. We are grateful to have members of Lewis's family here with us today. We acknowledged it before, but we'll do it again. I would like for all of them to come up together to share a few words, please. Please join me in welcoming his daughter, Nisha, and son Louis Jr., and his widow Mary, and his stepdaughter Valerie. Hi. Come over here.
You want to talk first?
I was here to catch you.
You want to talk first?
Here's
Right, you can just be beautiful. Turn and face your crowd now. There you go. There's the widow. What? Go ahead. You want to go first? Sure.
Hello, everyone. Valerie is here, his other daughter. She's in the car over there. And then, we have Mary, his widow, Louis Brathwaite, his son, Nisha, his daughter, Taraj, his grandson, who was born posthumously, and then myself, Akira Brathwaite, his granddaughter. And Katie Whelan is also a granddaughter who wasn't able to make it today, but she thanks everyone for being here. I wanted to say a few words from my grandfather's book, Black Man's Job, White Man's Job. He was a man who had a complicated relationship, I think, with race. He really wanted to be seen for being a wonderful leader more than necessarily a black leader. He was like, I'm wonderful in my own right. And I think reading a few passages, I'll skip around a bit because he says a lot, but we'll give some context to his relationship with race and the city and his family. At the start, he says, so in 1951, I was a member of the Naval Reserve Squadron that was stationed on Long Island, New York. My duty was an aircraft hydraulic specialist. I had graduated from aviation trades and gone through basic training the year before and was on my first summer cruise with the reserve. Some things happened that summer that changed the way I saw myself and the way I saw the world. The first incident became the opening stanza in a lifelong struggle to be me and to recognize that being me meant being different. The experience was a revelation of who I was growing into and what I would be doing in the future. I came across 3 seamen who were dressed in whites, who inquired who I was and what did I do. I told them I was a hydraulic specialist in the Navy, and they laughed, saying, "You lie. No Negro seamen live over there. There are no Negro white aircraft specialists, and you're out of uniform. You're not allowed to wear those white stripes, those green stripes." They thought I was an imposter and threatened to call the shore patrol. It took a few minutes to convince these black seamen that I was telling the truth, that some airmen were black, wore green stripes, and worked the flight lines. These men found it very hard to believe that I was actually allowed to touch, let alone fix, real airplanes that the pilots flew. They really believed until that point that all blacks in the Navy were stewards, cooks, or firemen, and working below decks with red stripes. They left saying, things are really changing in the Navy. And then skipping forward a bit to when he came to Santa Clarita. Sorry, it's a little windy. He was now working for the Navy in Burbank at Lockheed Aircraft Corporation, and one of his co-workers, John, invited Mary and him to his house in Canyon Country, suggesting they buy a home there. Mary was somewhat reluctant, saying there were no Sears stores or other department stores nearby.
What?
We talked about the price of housing, schools, and stores. We looked at the country atmosphere, grazing cattle, fields of vegetables, and said we liked it and decided to buy. When we bought our home in 1970, Bouquet Canyon Road was a 2-lane road leading into the Angeles National Forest with wooden bridges and steel supports. There were no sidewalks on the bridges. You took your chances crossing on foot. During sheep crossings, the traffic was blocked. When they were there, you had to forget about it and just wait. There were vegetable fields and stands across from our house up and down Bouquet Canyon Road. The area was beautiful. It had oak trees out in the fields all around us. When we incorporated the new city of Santa Clarita, the first ordinance we passed was to preserve the oak trees. When we originally moved into our new home, the idea was to live quietly in the country and mind our own business. We were the third family to move into the development. After a while, people started complaining about repair work on the houses not being done right. So I helped organize pickets at the sales compound telling potential customers not to buy. We developed a homeowners association, and guess who got elected to run the pickets? You guessed it, me. Developer fixed the problems and invited us to join his sales program. From there, I set up a campaign to run for the board of the school board of trustees. When I went to talk to Ruth Newhall at the Signal about an advertisement for the campaign, she wanted to say, the first Black candidate running for the school board. I said no. We agreed not to mention my race in the paper, and I won the seat with ease on March 8th, 1977. When I was seated at the front of the room, a very dumb person asked the superintendent, "Where did that N come from?" I was elected by more than 95% white community to serve them on that board. I served on the board for 4.5 years until November 1981. After I left the school board, my homeowners association grew and got more involved in the move to make this valley a city, so we could have local control of development in the valley. Representing the association, I joined the Federation of Homeowner Associations to have a voice with the County of Los Angeles. To the district supervisor, we did not count, only the moneyed developers counted. We tried twice to form our own county where we could control development and growth in the Santa Clarita Valley. A lot of the developers were actually opposed to this idea and hired a gang of people to set up a telephone station in front of a store to tell people not to vote for cityhood. But at that time, the local newspaper, The Signal, run by the Newhalls, were in favor of cityhood and published in the paper how this was against cityhood and not to listen to those folks at the telephone booth. And this made the difference in the election, and we won by a good margin. I did not win a seat on the city council, but that did not matter. What I wanted was a city. Newly elected Councilman Boyer appointed me to the Planning Commission. This was the most powerful commission under the city council, in many cases more determinant on what was passed by the council than the council itself. I worked with the commission members to sort out the good parts of the proposal and to recommend and pass it to the council for approval. I worked with many organizations that were doing good things for the citizens of our city, like the Boys and Girls Club, the Senior Citizen Center, the Monte Verde Homeowners Association, the Arts Council, the Baha'is and church programs. Working with these kinds of organizations, I got to know many people in the city and county and what they stood for and needed. And then jumping ahead to his final chapter about the changes. It's been, at this time of the book, more than 40 years that I've lived in the Santa Clarita Valley. During that time, more than 30 years. During that time, the population has grown from about 24,000 to almost 200,000 people. Bouquet Canyon Road is now 6 lanes with a large center divider. The sheep that used to block the road are all gone now. Only cars roam the area 24 hours a day. It is never quiet. When we first came out to Santa Clarita in 1970, people stared at us, stopped their cars, and pointed at us. They acted like we were the first mixed couple they were seeing. The people who moved in next to us in the beginning were very prejudiced, did not allow their children to walk in the sidewalk in front of our house, tried to get the neighbors against us, and when they did not join him, tried to start a fight. But he soon moved away, and more tolerant people moved in, who we were very good friends with for many years. Now there are so many mixed couples and families in the city that people ignore us. Our kids did well. Valerie went to Saugus Elementary School the last year that it was open. She is retired as a police officer due to an injury on the job and is raising her 2-year-old daughter, Catherine Kate. Nisha has her degree in English from California State University Northridge and was teaching English at Ulysses S. Grant High School in the Valley Glen area of Los Angeles. Louis II graduated from UCLA and is now, then, the financial administrator for a California school district. Nice. He has a daughter named Akira, who is 6 years old.
Akira! What?
And then his conclusion to the book. I end this book saying good luck. I hope in the future that qualifying for a job or position is based on ability and knowledge and not on race or sex. There will be no more black man's job, white man's job.
All right, good job. Very good. Very good. Enough said. Let's go. We're out. I'm not going to say anything. No, we're getting you out.
Thank you.
That was super inspiring. Thank you very much. During my introductions of dignitaries, I didn't realize that Adele Alonso, who is on the Board of Trustees of the College of the Canyons, is here. She's been on the board for a lot of years and done a great job, so thank you. And now I would like to invite Assemblywoman Pilar Schiavo.
Obstacles. Construction zone. Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to be here, and good morning to the family especially, and congratulations. I think that, it really is a true honor to stand with you today as we celebrate a life and legacy of Louis E. Brathwaite, and a visionary public servant and community builder, and a man whose impact still echoes through the streets. I don't think I can do it. I'm trying to stop the wind, which is hard to do. That's hard to do. And, I think he's here with us, the wind beneath our wings, right? The wind in our hair and our faces today. We know that his impact really still echoes through these streets and schools in the hearts of Santa Clarita, that he was a trailblazer, and in doing so, he not only broke barriers, but really built bridges. His leadership didn't just make history, it made a difference. He inspired generations by showing us what courage and dignity and service really, truly looked like. As the chair of the Military and Veteran Affairs Committee in the State Assembly, I also want to really acknowledge his service in the Air Force and work at the Naval Air Reserve. And when he returned home, there he is again. When he returned home, he continued to serve, not for recognition, but because he believed in the power of community. From the Hart High School Board to the Planning Commission, as we've heard about, youth programs at the Boys and Girls Club, these things still exist today, still making a difference in our community. His time, giving his time, his heart, and his wisdom to really make the Valley a better place for everyone. And today, on what would have been his 92nd birthday, it's so fitting and so wonderful to be gathered here with you all to dedicate this street in his name, so that his legacy is not just remembered, but lived and seen here in our community every single day. To Louis's family, thank you for sharing him with us. Your strength and your presence and your continued love carry his light forward. And I know this has been a long road to get here today, and I'm so happy we've arrived. We've seen that this legacy reflected in you and are grateful to honor him alongside you today. May this street be a symbol of the progress and the hope and the unity, just like the man whose name it bears. And I'd love to present you a resolution in honor of this day. If someone from the family wants to come represent. Thank you and congratulations to the Brathwaite family.
Thank you, Pilar. Representing Congressman George Whiteside's Shannon Hurst. Welcome, Shannon.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shannon Hurst, and I'm Santa Clarita's field representative for Congressman Whitesides. And while Congressman Whitesides couldn't be here today, he asked me to attend on his behalf in commemoration of today's street dedication. Today, we honor the remarkable legacy of Louis E. Brathwaite. On what would have been his 92nd birthday, his vision, dedication, and unwavering commitment laid the foundation for Santa Clarita, this city that we cherish today. And through his leadership on the Santa Clarita Planning Commission and his tireless efforts delivering resources and his incredible expertise to the community, he has shaped a thriving community. And his impact remains woven into the very fabric of our city. The naming of this street serves as a lasting tribute to his impact and stands as a reminder of the importance of civic engagement and the difference one individual can make in shaping a community. So on behalf of Congressman George Whitesides, it is with deepest appreciation and respect for Mr. Brathwaite, his incredible family, and the city of Santa Clarita that we present this certificate commemorating today's event and join in celebration of this street in his honor. Sorry to make you all get up again, but if you'd like photos. It's okay. It's a lot of up and down. Thank you and congratulations again.
Thank you, Shannon. Representing State Senator Suzette Valadares, Chris Huff.
Good morning, everybody. The wind died for me. Yay! Good morning. My name is Chris Huff, and I'm honored to be here representing State Senator Suzette Valadares to honor this remarkable man who was a husband, a father, grandfather, great-grandfather, and just a great community leader. Oh, did I get it wrong? Oh, no, well, maybe coming. There's a great-grandfather. I don't know. What can I say? I thought you were a great-grandfather. No, great-grand. Okay, sorry. Anyway, I'm pleased to be here to honor this remarkable man. One of the things I loved about Louis Brathwaite is his passion for service, which inspired others. And because of that inspiration, years and years of folks in Santa Clarita have caught on to that inspiration. And that's what makes this community so great, is people passionate about service and digging in and helping the community, which is what Mr. Brathwaite did. So on behalf of State Senator Suzette Valadares, I'm pleased to present this certificate to the family. Thank you so much for sharing him, and we're honored to celebrate this street dedication. So if you could come up, I'll take a picture.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. And representing Los Angeles County 5th District Supervisor Catherine Barger, Isabel Uralian.
Good morning. So happy to be here this morning on behalf of the supervisor. I first want to thank Lewis's family for being here today. He truly left such a legacy here in the Santa Clarita Valley, and he played a crucial role in the city's journey to get to this point today. So thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you for his support and allowing him to give to his community. I also want to thank the city of Santa Clarita for taking this opportunity today to dedicate the street to Lewis. He is truly deserving, and it's a great recognition. With that, I want to present this scroll to the family as well as some city council members. If we could have some members up here. No one had you guys come up. Thanks to the city too.
Okay.
I guess I should have done two.
No, this is
You guys want?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Isabel. Like now. Okay, may we have all the dignitaries, whether you've been announced or not announced, to come forward for a photo. Thank you, everybody. Following this dedication, the Brathwaite family and the NAACP Santa Clarita will be hosting a public reception at the Mitchell River House located in Vista Canyon Park. Okay, I'll repeat that. Thank you, Chris. Following this dedication, the Brathwaite family and the NAACP Santa Clarita will be hosting a public reception at the Mitchell River House located in Vista Canyon Park. Thank you for being here to celebrate Lewis and the lasting impact he has had on our community. We will now dedicate this street in his honor as we will unveil the official sign for the Lewis E. Brathwaite Drive as a lasting tribute to his invaluable contributions to our city.